WOWT 6 News, live at 5, starts with this local breaking news alert.
The first weekend of the year and 3 men are shot dead. Now, police say they have a suspect connected to 2 deaths in custody. Good evening, everyone. I'm Joe Chiodo. Mallory and John do have the night off. Happening locally live at 5, a startling arrest. Police confirm for WOWT 6 News the suspect in the double homicide this weekend is just 16 years old. The young man's mother, a leading community force in the fight against violence. It's local breaking news that we are tracking this evening. Lena Tillett continues our coverage now live from the scene of the news conference that's about to get underway. Hey there, Lena.
We're live at Hope of Glory Church, and in moments, Barbara Robinson will address the media about her 16-year-old son, Charles Trotter. Her son has been charged in the deaths of 26-year-old Marcel Lovejoy and 26-year-old Dexter Joseph. And it's an absolutely terrible irony because Barbara Robinson is an outspoken leader working for local organization Impact One, speaking out often about crime and violence in the community. She herself normally sits at this table comforting the victims, comforting the families of the victims, telling them that they're going to get through it, but now she has to sit at this table and talk about what her son may have done. And again, she will address the media in just a bit. We will make sure to bring that presser live to you, hope to get some answers from her. We're already hearing from church members that she's absolutely heartbroken. Her son, a member of this church for years, and now she has to sit here and speak about her son. Again, we will bring that to you live with photographer Christian Shampoo, Lena Tillett, WOWT 6 News.
Lena, thank you. And as she mentioned, if that press conference does happen during this show, we will bring it to you live on air and online at that time. Well, brutal cold is spreading across the Omaha metro, which has made for a busy day for car thieves, actually. Police officials tell WOWT 6 News that 5 cars in just 15 minutes were stolen this morning while the owners warmed them up. But is a warm car worth the headache of having it stolen? John Chapman walks us through the whole process.
Many people like to start their vehicle and warm them up on these cold winter mornings, and then go back inside to stay warm. But what happens when you come back out to get into your vehicle and your vehicle is gone?
You call 911, we will come out, we will take a report. That report goes into a national database, so if that car is identified as stolen, all different law enforcement agencies will have that information.
So now your car is in the hands of crooks. They might wreck it, take parts off of it, or use it in another crime. Many times bank robbers use a stolen car as a getaway vehicle, or it could be used in a number of other crimes. If you're lucky and none of that happens and police do find your car, many times the registration and other important documents have been taken out of the car, and that means it sits here at the police impound lot, collecting fees up to $20 a day.
And if it's in the impound lot and it's been there for any amount of time, there's a huge bill to get it out, and the owner of the car has to pay that. So you're victimized twice by first having your car stolen and then secondary having to pay for the tow and the storage fee.
So if you want to warm up your car, tough it out and stay in the car, or have a second set of keys so you can lock the door while you stay warm inside. With photographer Mike Clues, John Chapman, WOWT 6 News.
And how fast police respond to your call of a stolen car actually depends on the situation. If there's an officer available, they will come right out. But if there's a higher priority call, then you're going to have to wait. Police do want to remind you that it is illegal to leave your car running and unattended on a public street. Well, about this cold weather, the Weather Authority alerted us to get ready for some of that Arctic air today, and those temperatures, they just continue to drop. Here's Chief Meteorologist Mike LaPointe with the hour-by-hour forecast to help us plan our evening. Mike, really, we've just been easing our way into this because this isn't even the worst that we've seen.
I know. Now we're going to get slapped in the face big time tomorrow, Joe. It's really going to hurt here across our region. We're talking about these temperatures falling like a rock. Take a look at the latest on our satellite and our radar composite here. What you see for the most part, we've got cloudy skies, but if you look a little bit further to the north around the Norfolk area, some very light snow, maybe a few flurries. That's the secondary, basically Arctic blast that we're going to see here, and that's going to be a reinforcement of that colder air right on top of us. 17 right now in Omaha, 18 in Gretna. Take a look at what it feels like. It feels like 5 here in the metro, 3 in the Council Bluffs area. So again, some light flurries this evening. It's so cold out there that we could see a light accumulation, but nothing major. Otherwise, take a look at those temperatures. By midnight, 6 with a wind chill, or feels like, of 15 degrees below zero. So again, some very, very cold temperatures on the way. And speaking of cold temperatures, let's just get right out in the elements right now. Meteorologist Brad Sugden's outside braving these temperatures. Brad, it's freezing out there,
it's pretty chilly out here. Temperatures are definitely cold now. They're only going to get colder, like Mike just said, from here on out. That's not stopping the people behind me, though, from getting out and trying to take this thing in stride. Now, temperatures are cold, but not really unusual. Just about 10 months ago, on March 2nd, we saw a record low temperature of 6 degrees below zero and a daytime high of only 5. So, like I said, not unusual for this time of the year. Now, tomorrow's record low is 20 below, so we're not going to be anywhere near that, but those wind chills will be close to 30 below. So that's why there are a few things that you need to remember here. Frostbite can occur in as little as 15 minutes. You'll definitely want to dress in layers upon layers to help keep yourself warm. Cover any and all exposed skin to avoid that frostbite. And of course, if you're going to start your car, make sure that you are by your car when you keep it started. Very chilly conditions out there, but like I said, it's Omaha. We're used to it. We'll get through this. Now we'll send it back to you, Joe, in the nice warm studio with photographer Roger Hamer. I'm meteorologist Brad Sugden.
Yeah, Brad, thank you very much. I am warm. I'm not jealous of your job today, but good job out there. Some great tips. Thank you again. Well, that extreme cold, it didn't slow down crews responding to several house fires this afternoon. Erin Murray has been busy working to get all of that information. She joins us now live at the scene of just one of those homes affected. Hey, Erin.
Joe, that's right. Definitely a busy day for firefighters. We've already been to 3 fires today. Now I'm going to jump right into it, take you to the first one, which is in Carter Lake. Take a look at our video. This happened on Q Avenue. A mother and her child were rescued by 2 maintenance men when they saw smoke coming from the home. Now, we spoke with the mother, and she says that she didn't even know her home was on fire.
I was sleeping and someone pounded on my door and said, "Is your house on fire?" And I didn't know, and then I look and there's smoke coming everywhere. And then they just helped me and my daughter get out.
Now, those 2 maintenance men say that they were just in the right place at the right time. And because of their actions, no one was injured in that fire. Now we're going to take you to the second fire right now. Just before 2:30, 2 fires broke out. The first one was a kitchen fire at 40th and Saratoga. I spoke with the renter who says his wife was home when the fire started.
I guess she was in the kitchen. They said maybe she was cooking or something, and the stove caught on fire, and it just escalated, and she couldn't control it, and she got burned.
Joe's wife was taken to Nebraska Medical Center, and fire officials tell me that her burns were minor, so she will be okay. Now, the third and final fire is right here where I'm standing. It's this little home right here behind me. I'm going to have MH Stinker zoom in for it for you. Now, this home, people were driving by when they saw smoke coming out of it. We're on 14th and Fowler. And just before 2:30 it was called in. Now you can see major damage to the front of the house. There was fire coming out of the roof and out of the front porch. But one of the issues that firefighters say that they had today with battling this fire was right down the street here. I want to show you. It was that fire hydrant, the yellow and red fire hydrant. And actually MUD crews are here to fix it right now. It froze over. Cold coming up tonight is a huge issue going into tomorrow, and it's one of the things I'm going to go more into for 10 o'clock with these fire and the cold, firefighters battling those things. Reporting here live with photographer MH Stinker, Erin Murray, WOWT 6 News.
All right, Erin, thank you. Another developing story that we are monitoring closely tonight is one from Lincoln. A man accused of murdering his wife and putting her body in a storage locker is in court. Today, Kevin Miller waived his rights to a preliminary hearing. You see him right there. Miller faces 6 felony counts, including second-degree murder. His next court appearance is at the end of the month. The new Senate met for the first time today. The first order of business, a controversial one, the Keystone XL pipeline project. Now, if passed, the plan would build an oil pipeline from Alberta, Canada to the U.S. Gulf Coast, cutting through several states, including right here in Nebraska. Some environmental groups remain strongly opposed, but in the Senate, there's support from members of both parties.
It really is about building that infrastructure that we need, pipelines, roads, rail, transmission, the infrastructure we need to have a comprehensive plan for this country and really to have North American energy security.
House lawmakers are expected to vote on and pass their own bill approving the construction of the pipeline. The White House press secretary is saying the president will veto the bill if it does come to his desk. Well, there's no place like home. That's the magic the Creighton Blue Jays men's basketball team are using after 3 straight losses on the road. The team is back home tomorrow night for a game, and it's also finding inspiration in some other ways, like here at Children's Hospital and Medical Center. Take a look. This morning, the coach and players made the rounds to talk with some patients and offer their autographs, as you see them doing. Coach McDermott tells us the responsibility of giving back is taken very seriously.
Nobody wants to be in the hospital during the holidays, and to come and put a smile on some young people's face, I think it maybe puts it into perspective for our guys that maybe losing a few games in a row isn't the worst thing in the world.
As the coach says right there are so many people who don't have good health as the team does, and that the team enjoys the annual visit as much as the patients end up doing. Good job to them. An important update now on the situation between our own station and Cox Communications. Cox still refuses to reach a fair retransmission deal with WOWT NBC Omaha. WOWT's carriage agreement with Cox Cable will expire at 10:59 tonight. If we cannot reach an agreement with Cox by that time, Cox will choose to drop WOWT. Now, Gray Television, WOWT's owner, has never had a signal disruption with a major provider. The terms we are seeking with Cox are fundamentally the same terms that have allowed us to reach deals with cable distributors nationwide. If WOWT and Cox do not reach an agreement, or if Cox Cable does not agree to an extension, then your favorite programming on WOWT will not be available. On Cox Cable, including The Blacklist, The Voice, Super Bowl 49, and no local news, weather, or sports. Well, coming up in Family Health, how one facility is helping patients navigate the healthcare system. But first, let's take a live look outside at those bitter cold temperatures. You can't see it, but man, can you feel it. Those temperatures are dropping. Chief Meteorologist Mike LaPointe is coming up next with our hour-by-hour forecast to help you plan your day. And a quick reminder before we send you to break, all of our newscasts are streamed live to your tablet, your smartphone, and your computer. Just click on the link on our homepage. You're watching WOWT 6 News, live at 5.
Fitness. 2 locations. Lose 12 to 24 pounds in the Omaha Takedown Challenge. Go to omahatakedownchallenge.com. Sign up today and you could win the grand prize.
If ever you're not satisfied with one of our tires, please feel free to bring it back. Thank you. Discount Tire Company.
Introducing Excimer Laser at the Center of Dermatology.
When the diagnosis is psoriasis, the treatment is clear. Excimer Laser, virtually clear and no side effects.
Prior to coming to Dr. Stoller, I had gone to the Mayo Clinic, who were not able to diagnose and successfully treat my right hand. After coming to Dr. Stoller and starting on the laser treatment, my right hand started to clear up in 2 weeks. Within 3 months, it was in complete remission.
Treatments covered by most insurance plans, including Medicare. Call Dr. Stoller for an appointment today.
At America's Best Choice, our windows start at $179 install. Call us today for a free estimate. America's Best Choice Windows. Best window, best price, best choice.
Educating Iowa students.
Teaching Iowa children.
Keeping Iowa healthy.
Enriching Iowa lives.
Building Iowa businesses.
Training Iowa leaders.
The University for Iowa.
Why renewal by Anderson?
Well, it's not just about the incredible window. It's also the amazing service. It's the installation. It's absolute peace of mind every time. Our windows are made better, installed correctly, and we make it easy and stress-free. Call today and get 2015 windows at 2014 year-end discounts.
We promise we'll make it easy.
Don't wait. Call today for 2015 windows at huge 2014 year-end discounts.
Renewal by Anderson. We love our new windows.
5 powerful radar sweeps pinpoint exactly when weather will hit your neighborhood, hours before it happens. WOWT 6 is the weather authority.
Well, the second Arctic blast definitely on the way here. We're looking at temperatures well below average. We've been advertising this for the last several days here, and we're going to definitely feel the effects tomorrow. But the nice thing is we're going to start to warm up pretty fast as we hit on Thursday. But we need to get there first. A few evening flurries will be picked up with that second blast of some very cold air moving in. Not expecting much in the way of accumulation. Again, the ground is pretty cold, so if it does stick, it could be a little slippery. Wind and cold, the big story for tomorrow. Then there's that quick rebound as we see temperatures jump on Thursday. Again, wind chill advisories and wind chill warnings are in effect. That darker shade of blue, that's a wind chill warning. We are in wind chill advisories, but you know what? It doesn't matter. It's still going to be very, very brutally cold. Wind chills at least by tomorrow morning between 20 and 30 degrees below zero. Temperatures right now, it is 17 degrees here in Omaha as well as Plattsmouth. Temperatures a bit colder, a little bit more snow on the ground. Carroll checks in right at 10, but you take a look at those winds. They've been ranging from about 5 to 15 miles per hour here across the region, and it drops the temperature. It feels like 5 right now in Omaha, but 5 below in Carroll. Current feels like temperature in Columbus right at 5 degrees. Again, a lot of cloud cover on top of us. This little system moving down from the north. There it is, a little light snow beginning to move through parts of our area. And with the atmosphere being so dry as it is, not a lot of it reaching the ground, but where it is, we'll see again a dusting to maybe just a little light accumulation here and there as it moves in from the northwest down to the southwest. Again, that's not the big story. The big story, as you know, is the chill. So here's your hour-by-hour forecast to help you plan your evening. A lot of clouds, temperature around 13 degrees. By 9, you can see what I'm talking about. A few flurries, a few hit-and-miss snowflakes. 10 degrees. We're going to keep it mostly cloudy, and then we start to clear it out by midnight, and look at the temperatures begin to fall. 6, 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, temperatures about 3 to 5 degrees below zero. Then you factor in the wind. That's what I'm talking about. Feels like temperatures tomorrow morning, 20 to 30 degrees below zero right here in our area. So we are in the red category for tomorrow. Weather Authority alert in effect. Wind chills 25 to 30 degrees below zero, and the temperature's not doing much. Zero. That's what it's going to feel like. A lot of sunshine out there, but don't let that fool you. It's brutally cold here across the region. And again, as we break down the wind chills for you for tomorrow, take a look at this here. 6 a.m. 28 below. It'll feel like 27 below at 9. And look at that, even by the afternoon, it'll feel like 15 degrees below zero here in our area. That's nothing to mess around with. Windy and warmer on Thursday, and then another shot of cold air on Friday, with your weekend looking high and dry. Temperatures will be in the 20s. Nighttime lows, again, very cold tomorrow morning, and slowly improving throughout the next couple of days. For more on that, just go to my Facebook page at Mike LaPointe WX.
And we all know the silver lining to all of this, at least for the kids, is they're glued to the TVs and the phones, seeing if school is going to be canceled.
And we'll continue to post everything on all of our media too, social media.
Yep, all of it is continuously updated. Yep. You can just head to WOWT.com for all of that. All right, Mike, thank you. Well, moving on, coming up in Family Health this month's Health Check with Cerise Cole. But first, a new study focused on older prostate cancer patients finds a certain treatment has an incredible success rate. We'll tell you about it coming up. You're watching WOWT 6 News live at 5.
Breaking news happened where you live. Where was Cox Cable? When severe weather threatened your neighborhood, where was Cox Cable? When your high school's team played in the big game, where was Cox Cable? Only local television stations like WOWT NBC Omaha are here for you. Go to keeptvlocal.com to find out how you can keep your favorite programming and local news, weather, and sports in Omaha. And make sure we keep television local.
Right now, get any large original or flatbread pepperoni pizza for only $10. Casey's, famous for pizza.
Hey Omaha, know what month it is? Forget the calendar. It's February at Exarban ARS. Cold temperatures continue, so we're offering something hot. Thinking of replacing your heating or air conditioning system this spring? During February, get an 80% gas furnace absolutely free when you buy a qualifying air conditioner. Want more? Take 12 months to pay interest-free for qualified buyers. The February free furnace offer won't last forever. Call Exarban ARS today or online at exarbanars.com.
So is my bill going to be the same as this estimate?
Good question.
Actually, it's going to be $200 more.
But...
Okay, let's try something new.
Hi, is my bill going to be the same as this estimate?
We guarantee it.
Pinky swear?
Pinky swear.
At Aspen Dental, we're not just fixing teeth, we're fixing dentistry by guaranteeing that the price we quote you is the price you pay. Call 1-800-ASPEN-DENTAL.
Well, a new study finds a combination of therapies can prolong survival among older men with prostate cancer. The treatment includes both radiation and hormone therapies, and it has been successful in younger men. But before, there was a little data for men over 65. This study included over 31,000 older prostate cancer patients, and it found the combination treatment cut cancer deaths by nearly 50%. It was also linked to about 1/3 fewer deaths from and because. Now, putting patients first, that's what's behind a new approach being used at Fremont Health. As Cerise Cole explains in our Health Check report, the new concept means one provider now serves as the hub for all of a patient's health care needs.
Making your way through the healthcare system can be confusing, especially when you have several doctors. But the medical staff at Fremont Health say they have a solution. It's called a medical home. Beth Belmont says it's like a one-stop shop for patients, beginning with prevention.
We looked at patients who had not received mammograms, patients who had not had a pneumonia vaccination, and those patients who had not had a colonoscopy.
The next step, help those patients by managing and coordinating their care.
I was just calling to follow up with you.
That's where Jennifer Schmitz comes in.
So I bring them in, meet with them, go through their entire health history, the medications they take, adjust medications if I need to kind of help also set them up with diet, exercise, and community resources.
Together, they come up with goals and a plan of attack.
We can set up any appointments for specialists, diabetes educators, dietitians, any of those kind of things, and kind of organize it all for them so they know where they need to go next.
Follow-up and communication is key. With the medical home, patients can send messages directly to their primary care doctor. They can also download medical records, lab results, see current medication, or request a refill. Now, doctors hope the more they practice this medical home concept, the less chances patients end up here at a hospital, or better yet, the emergency room. So far, it's working. The number of patients at the Fremont Family Care Practice who got the pneumonia vaccine in 2014 is up nearly 20% from 2011. Even better, the number of patients admitted to the hospital for pneumonia is down. In Fremont with Phil Hassenkamp, Cerise Cole, WOWT 6 News.
Another benefit to having a medical home, doctors say by centralizing a patient's care in one place, they're reducing the chance for potential errors. Now, research also reveals medical homes can help patients save money and improve their overall health experience. And just before this, we mentioned that those school closings keep coming into our newsroom. Just now, Millard Public Schools did let us know that they too will be closed tomorrow. For the very latest on all those school closings, cancellations, and delays, you can just head to WOWT.com. Again, that is Millard Public Schools will be off tomorrow. Well, coming up, how your light bulbs may affect your mood. Mallory Maddox has the story in today's Consumer Reports. You're watching WOWT 6 News, live at 5.
I've had diabetes since I was a little kid, and I used to smoke. That's a bad combination. But if you're doing that, I've got a tip for you. Make a list. Put the people you love at the top. Put down your eyes, your legs, your kidneys, and your heart. Now, cross off all the things you're okay with losing because you'd rather smoke.
You can quit. For free help, call or visit the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line.
At Barrett Body Shop, we are the experts in laser hair removal. Our state-of-the-art in-motion laser technology provides pain-free, permanent hair removal, guaranteed. We're so confident that for a limited time, we'll let you experience it for free. Get a standard area, single session free, and see for yourself what makes Barrett Body Shop better. With unbeatable prices and over 85 years of combined experience, it's really no surprise why our clients love Barrett Body Shop. Call Barrett Body Shop, where we believe every body is better bare.
Sure you want to apply your makeup behind the wheel? We'd hate to have to apply it for you.
Bremen Mortuary, Omaha. Dugan Funeral Chapel, Fremont.
Sure you want to apply your makeup behind the wheel? We'd hate to have to apply it for you.
Bremen Mortuary, Omaha. Dugan Funeral Chapel, Fremont.
We've spent the past 2 years asking people in our region how they want to see our communities grow. Together, we created a vision for our 8-county region. Learn how you can get involved in the issues that matter to you at heartland2050.org.
We do have a breaking update now to a story that we brought you at the very top of our show. A 16-year-old arrested and charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder for a double homicide over the weekend. There's a press conference going on right now regarding all of that. The person speaking is that teenage son's mother, Barbara Robinson. Let's go live to that now.
Him being a 16-year-old young boy, he needs some help, some retraining, some consequences. If he did not, he needs support, a fair chance, and a new direction. As far as my son being affiliated with the 37th Street Crips, I'm not going to lie to you and say my son has never been affiliated. I'm not going to say that. Do I think that anybody influenced my son or influenced anything he do? I'm going to say that the environment, our community, is an influence on every young person in our community. To the Joseph family and to the Lovejoy family, I've spoken with a cousin of Marcel's. I was at the prayer walk. I let them know who I was, who my son was. My heart goes out to you. Everyone knows that as program manager for Impact One, I work closely with families. If they feel guarded because of who my son is, Impact One is still available to help them families, and somebody else can help them. My church is still available to minister to them with helping out with obituaries. There is still a family in this community that has lost their sons to gun violence. And just because my son is being accused of it, there is nothing or no resource that I will withhold from them. My son is very sad right now. I'm very sad. It's not only a loss of his freedom, it's a loss of innocence. A message that I have to any young men and young girls who are still participating in hit lists, drive-bys, setups, and ride-bys. This is real. People are dying. This is not only the Lovejoy and the Joseph family and the Trotter family. This is a community problem. And I'm not a person that lives on 135th coming down here to help. I live right here in the community. And this is my life. And this is my work. And Charles is my son. And this is a sad situation. And I want to say thank you to Marcel Lovejoy's sister, who said kind words about me and even about my son. And yes, I am hurting. Yes, he is lost right now. But I know that God will pull all of us through this. And for any mom who is harboring any secrets or anything about your children or about their friends, it is time for us to speak up and stand up together, because this is plaguing our community and killing our kids and teaching them to kill.
All right, there you've been listening to Barbara Robinson. She is the mother of a 16-year-old who was charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder related to a double homicide over the weekend. She serves as a community activist in Omaha related to incidences like that. So obviously a very tough situation for her. We will have continuing coverage of that at 6 o'clock and 10 o'clock tonight. Another thing we want to pass along that we just got word of is Omaha Public Schools, Millard, Gretna, and Elkhorn will all be canceled tomorrow. They will not have class because of this very cold weather that we've been dealing with, and it's only going to get worse from here.
Yeah, wind chills tomorrow morning, 20 to 30 degrees below zero.
Something to keep in mind. All right, we'll see you back here at 6 and 10. Thanks for joining us.
WOWT 6 News is everywhere. Download our new app today, available in the App Store at Google Play.